All right, is it working now? All right, matey, thank you so much for running with us. So it was a lot of fun. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, laptop did not.
The time has come to together, to open our eyes and gaze with utmost clarity past the present and into a future we create. Shoulder to shoulder, mark the frequency.
Yeah. Of course. All right. So I don't know. I don't think it was me messing around with the voice settings. Wait, I said one live hours ago. I did. And soon TM. Did what happened? Did I get banned? No, I didn't get banned. I know the feeling. I know the feeling all too well. Really? Crap, and I have a cold. I think one of the things I need to look for a longer mic arm, because either that or
only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
I either need to look for a longer mic arm or a low profile mic arm that I can pass underneath. I think that'll be the next thing I look at changing. Like the actual infrastructure stuff.
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
So like probably looking to getting a monitor mount so I can stop looking down at the monitor and get a low profile mic so it can come under the monitor, because the problem I have with this one, it literally comes in line with the monitor.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the
How much is it?
part is done here, you know. Looks like heavy activity ahead. There's a heavy unit approaching.
What? I'm only seeing the regular low profile one. You'd have to send me a link for the other one. I'm only seeing the low profile one. But 170. Low profile pro. I don't think everyone wants to be here watching an ad every minute.
Operator, Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
I feel like people will riot if I even raise the ads one more minute. Cause that's not what they're here for. That is not what they're here for.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
All right, night Jumbo.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Or I could try to get a job where I could afford to do those things. But even still, I mean... feed pics. No. I'm not of the attractive variety. No, you do not. You do not want to see these gnarled up, messed up feet that have been picking heavy bags most of my life. No, you do not want to see that shit.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
No one? No one? No. That is not a thing. Are you trying, sir? Are you trying to get the channel banned? Yes, but solicitation for something like that, me. Let's not run this. Eh?
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will
Whoops.
start destroying data.
I tried to roll out. Hold on. Wait.
Alarms
Focus.
have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. everything we came for. Get to extraction. Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
I worry too much. Maybe because I've worked too damn hard to just have the channel banned for some shit. I take pride in my work.
Your will was greater. This is good.
Ooh, disruption. Cool fortress disruption. That is going to be a tricky one. It's 2 disruptions. What the hell? Yeah, let's go for it. I swear, I'm hearing dogs barking again.
Only get a few years to
That means someone is on the street. The fact that they keep barking like that, somebody is on the street.
Operator, incoming transmission. It's from Fortuna.
Allied Faye's selling the latest in asset security. Conduits. Put the key in and you can pull the shinies out. Trick is, you've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conduit before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods. Ever. Also, the bleeders Allied sold the tech to will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started. This is your regular fault job. Allied B sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the Tenno. Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking marketing monks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
Hey, where did shard go? You still in score with some, well, you and the other person. Want me back out and come get you?
Are you shooting at me?
Oh man.
What's on your mind, dreamers?
I want this. This I want.
That's all we have time for.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Need to remember to put these things to build. I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. If anyone understands that, it's me. Every time I say I want to go full time, I get slapped with a bill or two that makes me look like the fuck you are. I think the one thing I'd like to get done within the next year. So I'm actually due to finish. Hold on, short. Let me. That's somebody that's a stowaway I picked up. When I when I extracted. That was a heavy crit. Ooh.
Operator, incoming transmission. It's from Fortuna.
Every time I think about going full time, so it literally goes like this, and you guys know this all too well. It goes, guys, we're going full time, and then I get slapped with like 3 or 4 different bills that cost thousands, and I'm like, yeah, about that, I'm going back to work.
You don't get the goods. Ever. Also, the believers Allied sold the tech to will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
And I haven't had much luck with jobs lately because almost all the jobs I get are grossly underpaid.
Your regular vulture. Allied V sold the console
But I take them because that's what we get.
specifically designed for the tech.
I'm not gonna look at a quarter of a loaf and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna take a quarter of a loaf because I deserve a full loaf of bread. I mean,
See what they've got.
you are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong.
Target down.
First key. Right. Find a matching conduit.
What if it is? Hey! I think John read my mind. John read my mind. Hey, buddy. So so just before you got in, we were talking about projects that I wanted to get into. But first off, welcome in my good friend Widescreen John. Go check him out. Go say hi. Go say hello. He's a fellow Warframe creator, architect extraordinaire, 3D printer, or master at arms. So what I was literally, so we were talking about things that I want to get into because, you know, going full time and all of that. And I was going to say, once I finish my degree, I want to actually start back working on the robotics that I was working on last year, which means now that I'm building a desktop PC, I can finally start thinking about investing in a 3D printer. Then I was going to say, well, if it is I get into that, because there was a whole conversation in my head mapped out, which I tend to have to do, otherwise I stumble. I was gonna say, well, hey, you know, one of the guys that you guys can check out if it is I ever started to do 3D printing is none other than Widescreen John. Short version, looking to get back into robotics, and John's a good place to turn to for 3D printing advice. But yeah, welcome in everyone. My name is Asura, Tenshi, Trinidadian-based streamer, Warframe creator. I do play a lot of horror games, adventure games, quest games, RPGs. I also do a lot of IT stuff, so you will hear us talking about like different IT things now and again. I am an ICT consultant and technician by profession. Also got back into programming because I finally finished my degree. Well, finishing, I should say. Also getting into robotics, sort of as a hobby, possibly more later on, but yeah, I'm actually starting to bit by bit get back into robotics. I'm actually supposed to pick up an ESP32 module later this month from my lecturer that I did the. He ordered a couple extra and he was like, hey, do you still want one for a project? And I was like, yes, actually. Like, I'd be a fool to pass up an opportunity where I can get something for cheap.
You looking to get irradiated?
Well, what are you guys up to? How was stream? What we all doing? And saw you were doing charity. Tell me about that. If it is, you have a minute or two. But I know sometimes, you know, at this hour, especially at this hour, because it's after 2, you may want to head off, get some sleep, get some rest. But thank you so much for bringing your community over. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Got out while you still could. Smart move.
I hope you guys had a lot of fun with John. Feel free to ask any and all questions. We are currently just kind of doing some steel path, steel essence farming, as well as may do some hex calendar work. So I may look to do some coda work, basically.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Is BattleBot still a thing, or did I don't know. I do not know. That is a good question. Let's look at. Now you have me wondering. BattleBots World Championship 8 is expected to take place in 2025. So yes, it is still a thing. What do you guys think? You think? No, the thing is, I have. Ooh. Button is gonna be happy about this. I got some white pigment. Which means Shard would have gotten some as well, and Shard, you remember the dojo, so.
Intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error.
Hmm. We could probably, if it is we end up having to do a survival, we could probably look into getting some of those.
You know it.
Hmm. There's a Kuva survival with like a minute left, so if it is you extract fast enough, we could probably pick that up. Nah, we won't get, oh, okay. Wonder if we'll get it. Pick one at random.
Operator, Ortis has determined the secrets to happiness. A combination of heightened dopamine levels and a terrible memory. You're welcome!
3, 2, 1. Expired. Don't think we'll get it. If we still get it, I'm gonna be shocked.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting Kuva nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them
Oh,
out, then
it
steal
did?
their Kuva catalysts.
I guess because I locked it in.
Use these to crack open a relic.
Yeah, yes.
As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems, sending modified life support capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuva catalysts to begin harvesting. Fisher, defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. The enemies are dropping reactant. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Get ready for a capsule. Life support has been replenished.
No. Why, Shard? Why?
Catalyst. Attach it to a life support capsule to begin harvesting Kuva. I've delivered a life support capsule.
I'm guessing you made the same mistake I always do.
Activating it will buy you more
Yeah, all you gotta do is just run through it with the
harvest Kuva.
Kuva catalyst.
Caution, Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuva provide minimal life support. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Yeah, so if it is you're doing a survival, all you gotta do, this isn't for you, for anyone that has never done one of these and they want the Kuba, what you do is you pick up the injector serum. So this here.
Life support incoming. Grab the Kuba from that capsule.
Alright, so you'll see the Kuba catalyst, you pick that up. Then the usual life support, you'll see it when it shows up. All you gotta do, you don't press any buttons because that'll activate it once it shows up.
Additional life support has arrived.
Now you just run into it. It'll take your,
Successful.
similar to like an excavation.
Tenno, prepare for life support. Kuba is ready to be collected.
So there's the next one. Ooh, I heard it. There's some over here. Some more over here. We're starting to get some.
Another life support capsule is now available. Commencing Kuba harvest.
Meg! Meg!
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you need it, the extraction is ready.
How are you? If you guys have not checked out our friend, our good friend, the Meg, go check him out. Go say hi. Go say hello. Also streams a lot of Warframe. Hey, I never said that there's a need to. There's a want to. Because here's what goes on. If I'm not on, my community needs somewhere to go to for the Warframe goodness. Of course, man. Nothing to be sorry about. Thank you for bringing your community on earlier. How you doing, buddy?
Life support on the way.
Rolling in the 2 shirt tabs. You are too amazing. You know that?
A harvester has finished. Collect the Kuba.
Listen, I may not have done a lot right in life, but I know for sure I had to do something right because I have amazing friends like you guys.
I've
Just got
delivered another
home.
life support capsule.
Aw.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
Yeah, John, how you been? So I was saying, the PC is almost all done. I got the last batch of parts into the country. Finally. I'm supposed to pick them up this weekend. We got some delays because of holidays. We have had a lot of holidays in the last couple of months, so that has put a lot of damper and put on things. So the only part I'm still missing is the GPU. I'm hoping to get that by next month. Fingers crossed. And we can hopefully build it by August.
Get ready for a capsule. Kuba is ready to be collected.
And once I do that, I'm going to be looking into getting a 3D printer later on, because easiest way to do robotics, easiest way to do robotics, 3D print them. Because with one board I can do so many different projects.
Another life support capsule.
Nice.
Successful. Collecting Kuba.
I get serious FOMO anytime I think about TennoCon. It's like, I want to come, I want to be there, I wish I could be, but 1 year, man, 1 year. The best I can do is Miami. If it is there, if I do TennoCon Miami, yeah, I'm there.
Life support incoming. A harvester has finished. Collect the Kuba.
Oh boy. So, you see, that's my thing. That's the danger of it. Is she going to have a phobia mode where I can turn off certain things?
Life support has
I'm
arrived.
hoping that they implement like certain aspects, like how it is we have streamer mode, that we can switch on and switch off of phobia mode that allows us to still play the frame, because I would not want to trigger anyone. Then I'm sorry, I'm not. This is probably the only frame I'm ever going to say that I can't play. No, don't get me wrong, I love spiders. I honestly love spiders. But I understand and respect people that have fears of it, because I love spiders now, because I'm one of those people that literally, I had a fear of them growing up. And my brain does this weird thing where if it is something I'm either afraid of it, I'm going to be strong enough to destroy it,
Life support on the way.
or I'm going to learn to love it, and I learn to love them. I love spiders now, but I know for a fact I did not always love them. You're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Ow, just bit my tongue. Note to self, do not adjust self in chair with mouth slightly open or ajar. What ads? Why are ads starting so often? I need to check into that. Why do ads start so often? I'm a shark.
Another life support capsule is
That is such a Trinidadian thing, though. Are Trinidadians secretly rednecks? Huh. Like, especially, so we have these hornets called Jack Spaniards. That's our solution.
This capsule
Insect spray and lighter. Like, so the most I may do is I may play her on opening night just to really test it out, and I'm gonna put so many warnings on that. And thank you for telling us that, you know, that's a problem. Wait a minute, hold on. I have either not been paying attention or I probably forgot. Meg, when did you get partner? And did I tell you congrats? I feel like I missed this update. And congratulations. I'm now watching the name properly and I'm like, hold on, I'm noticing a purple check mark.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I feel like we had this conversation before, and at the same time I feel like we didn't. Ooh, Gengar. It's nothing, man. Nothing, my foot. If anyone, do you understand that I've made the attempt 3 times? So if anyone understands how big of a deal this is, it's moi.
Collecting Kuba.
What check? Oh, wow! You want me to screenshot it and send you which check mark?
Get ready for a capsule.
Okay, I get it. I apologize if I made it awkward by pointing it out. No check mark. There's no check mark here.
Additional life support has arrived.
I'm open to any and all advice on it though.
Grab the Kuba
I kind of gave up on trying. I was like, there are some things in life that you need to accept and move on from, and I feel like that's done for me.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
And it's like, now what? I think that's one of my biggest fears with accomplishment. It's like you work so hard for something and then it's like, then you get it, now what? What I can tell you, enjoy the accomplishment. Celebrate it. Don't ever diminish your accomplishments. Don't ever make yourself small. Understand that your friends are always going to be proud of you and happy for your accomplishments and all your wins. And don't ever make your win small. You worked hard for it. You did it. Well done. Now enjoy it. End of Sensei rant. Came passively is just happy that the people keep comparing
They could not do this without
Exactly. Okay, well, this one I have 8 of, this one I have 3 of, so obviously we know which one I'm going for. 2 years on... Wow. Congrats. Mega congrats. Get it? Get it?
another life support.
Okay, I'm done.
capsule is now available. Kuba is ready to be collected.
my hair.
The relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look.
I need more.
Kuba is ready to be collected.
And I think, admittedly, that's another one of the things that have kind of scared me about working towards my black belt. It's like, I get the black belt and then what? Because the thing is, the mindset is supposed to be, and it should be, your black belt is the start of the journey, not the end of it. But because it's been such an insurmountable challenge and feat for me, that I feel like the feat itself right now is going to feel like more than the actual accomplishment. If that makes any sense. Basically, that I've gone through so much trying to get it, that by the time I get it, it's going to be like, I did all of this to get this. Now what?
Life support on the way.
There's always second done. There is, and there's always all the other
Capsule will now harvest Kuba.
but it's not just that, it's
Additional life support has arrived.
like every time I get close to it, there's always this obstacle that is put in the way immediately, like so glaringly in front of me, that's like sometimes it literally breaks your heart and it's like is it really something worth fighting for? And it is, don't get me wrong, it is. Odds in a minute. I can't snooze it anymore, I used up all my snoozes. I snoozed it all I can, guys.
A harvester has finished. Collect the Kuba. Life support on the way.
If I explained it,
Collecting Kuba.
I risk getting into a very dark section. I can't explain it. I'm very open and honest about it, and I feel like I should be open and honest about it. I don't mind. It's just because of what it is, it can trigger some people.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
So I appreciate you asking that, but I just want to preface that with if I share the story, persons may be triggered, and it's something that I tread very carefully with. So the unfortunate reason that I actually did get into martial arts, I'll talk about it when ads are over.
Grab the Kuba in that capsule. incoming.
I'll go shooting up.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
Oi, this is not gonna end well. This is up. Crap. I saw that happening.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Yeah, I hate those shade lights. Alright, odds over. So yeah, I'm very open about it. I hope you guys understand. Yeah, Empire without status.
Grab the Kuba from that capsule.
So, as a kid, when I was 6, unfortunately, I was a victim of abuse.
Get ready for our capsule.
And when I told my cousin about it, other than completely losing his shit over it, he insisted and he told my mom that I start martial art. He thankfully never explained to my mom why, because I in retrospect, I probably should have told my mom what happened immediately. No, I did tell her years after. And the problem was, it was a usual thing. It was a family member. Well, not really a family member. You know the Trini families that we tend to have. The friend of a family that's really like family and they're not really family. So yeah. So I was 6 years old. And then on top of that, in school I was bullied a lot. So it was a combination of those two things that my cousin was like, yeah, no. So he told my mom, and he was like, no, he's starting karate with me. And I've stuck with it ever since. And because of that, it's one of the reasons I want to keep training people, that I don't want to create more victims. I want to give more people the strength and the encouragement to
Tenno,
be able to stand up for themselves, to prevent situations like that. And it's not just about fighting off or anything like that, because one of the things I've learned through martial arts is situational awareness. Because I can't tell you how many fights I've probably avoided just by being aware of what's going on or what's going to happen.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
And it's a horrible reality that we live in, that unfortunately kids aren't safe. And right now, like, there's so much going on when it comes to bullying, and you see it all the time. And it's things like that that I want to prevent through honing persons with discipline. Because the thing is, and the minute I started learning martial arts, there was another shift in my mindset that I realized happened, where I no longer just wanted to defend myself, I wanted to defend other people. And I used to try to help other people. And the thing is, you tend to become at least proper martial artists tend to become very selfless. When you really start to train in martial arts, you tend to become very selfless, because
Just found. They could not do this
there's a mindset that you realize that persons are at risk with so many things. Well, you better do your best to avoid it because fights are chaotic and shit can go wrong at the drop of a hat. Yeah. Indeed. Best way to win a fight, no be there. You can't lose a fight if you weren't there. Like,
I've delivered another life support capsule. Collect the Kuba.
it's funny. I feel like this is the second night in a row that, and I'm happy because I don't get to talk. I feel like I don't get to talk about my training. No, it's not that, and it's not because of bragging. It's like I just, at least in this fair, I don't get to talk about martial arts a lot, and martial arts is such a huge part of who I am that. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, not weird. Oh, I'll shut up now. I'm starting to do that rambling thing that I do. Start over here, down here, down here. I see you holding one. He ran past it. He ran past this one. He was like, nah, I'm going down that road. Like, no. You need to get 900 and I have almost 400 already. That's some good stuff. Oh, but legally only politics. We do not get into politics. Otto. That is such a quickly sort of it. I know. I'm just saying, no, I'm putting a stop before it goes down that route. There's this thing called a floodgate that once opened. Well played, John. Well played.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing, right? Gummy, we can do one or two things, and this is something I learned on something I made a decision to change. We can either complain about it
This capsule will now harvest.
or we can do something about it. I ain't saying you're wrong for complaining about it, don't get me wrong. But I learned, unfortunately, we can either sit complaining about it or we can do something to bring about change. And that's something that one day I hope to be able to do.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
What was it Mahatma Gandhi said? Be the change you want to see.
Capsule is now available. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
69 screen John. And I never noticed. No, I'm probably in the same vein as a Synclaw. Must not be so dark as to obscure view. But then that was subjective. So then they instituted a legal number.
A harvester has finished. Collect the Kuba.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. I did not get up. I'm back up. But it's a fact though, because think about it. You can't tell someone don't drive too fast, right? You put a measurable speed limit.
Commencing Kuba bonus. Caution, Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuba provide minimal life support. Additional life support has arrived. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
That's like me saying, alright, we're gonna get a few pigments. How many pigments do we need to get? 900. How much is a few? A few could be a couple hundred, a few hundred. A few could be 3. You gotta always put metrics, man.
Grab the Kuba from that capsule. Tenno, prepare for life support. Kuba is ready to be collected. Additional life support has arrived.
No, and that's why I said, you know, somebody has to make a change. Somebody has to do something somewhere. Because as I said, it's until that person did something, right? Now, here's the question. How many persons, and I've heard it all too often, how many persons have been victims of that and said, I'll just take it because what am I going to fight it down for? To risk what? I keep falling off the edge. Keep falling down the holes.
That's it. You've opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Angie would be proud.
This capsule
Come here,
will
Sanj.
harvest Kuba.
Yeah. This is always expensive. Well, to me, challenging tickets in court has always been risky and expensive. Because I'll tell you one thing I don't like.
Nothing Kuba harvest.
The fact that if you challenge it and you lose, you have to pay double. Like, that is the biggest deterrent to anybody to tell them not to challenge something.
I'll share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Oh crap, adds in 10 seconds. Really? Really, Leo? That's what you're gonna pin? Meanie?
Kuba is ready to be collected. Life support on the way. Grab the Kuba from that capsule. Collected enough reactants to open the relic. Another life support capsule is now available.
The certified testing station needs to lose their qualification and subjective opinion on the officers. Huh? And that's just the thing. There were a lot of cases, and I remember this growing up. There were a lot of cases where it was literally at the discretion of the officer. It has always been risky business leaving it like that.
Additional life support has arrived.
So many bodies to just drop. Which I have with asshole, you know. So there was a point in time, and I'm not kidding, because one of my cousins, he got a ticket and he had 40% in. But because we got caught in a roadblock when it was overcast, and the officer looked at us like, nah, too dark, and we were like, but it's not. You mean I'm barely dropping any? Rude. I killed 486 compared to Shard's almost 2,000. I still killed almost 486. Well, almost 500.
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you.
Mm, 500. And you have almost 300, you said? Well, I'm sure by now you have more. Hey, that's... And it's 900 we? Yeah, that's what we need. That's all we need. Let's go.
Another life support capsule.
Buttons will be happy. I heard one just now, but there's a converter that a friend of mine had years ago. You know what's one thing I'd love to get back? A PS2. I had one years ago and someone broke in and stole it.
Additional life support has arrived.
I keep them for nostalgia, basically. Did she just say Percy Jackson? Is it a big one or a small one? Somebody told me they had a PS2, you know, and they were willing to sell it. Somebody told me they had a PS2 and they were willing to sell it. Come on. Why do you guys? Alright, you know what? Closet is fine. Closet is safe. Well, a guy had one the other day that was 500 TT. I'm specifying TT because one of my dear friends freaks out every time I quote prices in TT, and they're like, 500 what? 500 TT, so like not even that's like what, 75 80 US.
Another job well executed.
Yeah. Let me settle down. I hope I after the wedding maybe. No, fortunately and unfortunately at the same time, Shard. So when we used to get those things, persons used to sell them for so much money that they weren't able to move all the stock. So they are not kidding. There are stores that literally still have them in box. Like brand new in box, and well, now they're probably selling it for even more. Like, take for example the new Switch 2. That retails for about 6,000 TT down here. I saw some person selling it for 5,500, 6,000 for the bundle. But you're averaging about 6,000 to 6,500. So about 1,000 US, roughly. That's just the thing. It's not really island economy. It's a mindset when it comes to businesses that they try to make their millions on every purchase. That's cheap. There are people that are still selling it for 3,000 to 3,500. PS5 still retail for about 6-ish. And we're not talking the Pro, we're not talking the Slim. I'm talking the original first edition ones that person still have in their inventory because they refuse to sell it. Which is still not as bad as the guys that were selling it for 18,000 TT. That was ridiculous. I got 657. Woohoo! 6,000, yeah. I'm glad I still have. So I still have my Spider-Man edition PS4 Pro. I want to start collecting. I actually do want to start collecting. You know what's a good thing about the move? Actually, and I found this when I was packing up. Because I thought I lost it in one of the moves before, and I found it back. It's not in pristine condition. I just have to get back the connectors and everything. Yeah, the spring in it is busted. I may try to get a better version, but this is my original NES. And let me see. This also has to get back connections. So I have started collect. I did find back some of my collection, which I'm really happy about. High definition graphics, 16-bit high definition graphics. With the OG, yeah, OG Sonic. We'll sort that out later. I have my PS3 somewhere around. Alright, give me a minute. Let me just go wash the dust off my hands. Be right back. See, someone came and sold a water pump. Well, you'd normally bolt it into concrete as well as get a cage fit. Yeah. So then, what's the next one to start? That's enough Warframe for tonight. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for running with me, buddy. Alright, let me go do some hex stuff. Yeah, we can't touch, so you can only build one at a time, so.
Flattery charges my back. Some people ask where they can send me gifts. Some want to take me out to dinner. One lonesome old rail agent even asked Nora to marry him. Nora ain't the marrying kind, but thank you. Was in love once with a man. Face of an angel. Morals of a chainsaw. We all have a type, don't we? Against which we must be forever on guard.
But thank you for indulging me on my little trip down nostalgia memory lane. I must say, I appreciate so many of you for supporting and encouraging me. Because, and those of us in Trinidad will especially, well, those of us from the 90s will remember, like, I grew up ostracized because of my interest in gaming and anime and technology. Like, now all of this is cool, but we were the ones that were beaten up and bullied for it growing up.
Operator, Ordis is sorry. Happy to report that all my good jokes are gone.
Let's see who still has it in common. I think Cosmogogon is still working on. Oh yeah, she looks like Nora looks like she'd be fun to sit down with a few drinks with. Alright, anyone want to come with for hex stuff? I'm not sure if Baoshi is still on. Alright, I need to. Where's my door talking? Good thing I remembered because I was like, wait, I did not wanna. She sounds like the type to do that. So could be this. It has never been this one. If it's this one, I'm gonna be shocked. Left running shown alright. I have AC in this room but no key. I have a key and tip for the other room but no AC.
Hey, can I get a spot from you?
Okay, it's not that. I tried to put the same thing back. I swear, if it's this one, I'm gonna be pissed. If it's Computer Cup, I'm gonna be pissed. I wonder how. Well, I guess I could look for an RC. I'd have to look for an RC to HDMI converter to stream from the PS2.
Terminally unfun levels. Activate another health scrubber. You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko. If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
Solution on there, you can find something cool. Legal ones. But yeah, no, I think the easiest way to do it is get an RC to HDMI adapter. Unless, I wonder if there's a capture card that takes RCA input.
Deactivating code and success. Keep your eyes out.
Although if I got that, then I could actually stream from my PS3 as well because. Oh yeah! Listen, I work in IT. First rule of IT, keep it simple, stupid. I'll look for one. because then I can actually start streaming from my there are some games on my PS3 that I actually want to stream.
30 seconds and you're swimming in spore soup.
Which is one of the reasons I actually support and endorse GOG. They have actually been ensuring that so many games that could have been abandonware still have a place. Auto breach. Like I have a bunch of PS1 games on my PS3.
Getting toxic out there. Hurry! While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight any longer. But if you wanted to fight longer, I wouldn't say nothing. Game over, man. Game over. Get to extraction.
Could you all get out of the way? I'm trying to shoot this guy. I have a PC and other saves just because I was on the show. That's one game I want to know. I wish it I'd have put on GOG or something. Parasite Eve. Is there any legal, legitimate way to play that. It's all up to RNG, man, and sure it has RNG in spades, so.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Should I just... Trouble wild and natural. Keys and cables, a PC quest inside, and now secrets for true night. Times with heart and mind, sports is cheery and this fight. Pokeballs ruin some cats some miss in the stream where we all find out this. You gotta love the thing that Frosty Toast has.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
Scrubbers are prone to spore growth. You don't shoot it off and it could become fatal. For the scrubber and you.
This fight easier because I already unlocked it, but I'm talking, yeah, I don't think they did anything with it. I have been prone though to forgetting exactly the way to do it, and sometimes it feels like it's a lot more difficult, and then you're like, what, wasn't this easier? And then you remember the way, and then it's like, ah.
Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit.
Yeah, sounds like you suffer with the same problem I had. We're like, yeah, I remember it being easier, and then you just can't remember the easy way to do it. But it depends on what tile set you get. Oh, so some way is okay, so sometimes one solution works and okay. Then that sucks.
50 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some spore X, or get the hell out of there.
Yeah, we are not getting this one. This is a failure.
Hell scrubber ready for you.
Nope. Trying to get to A. Couldn't get to it in time. I just need to crack.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them a warrior's death.
These scrubbers are prone to spore growth. You don't shoot it off and it could become fatal. For the scrubber and you. Comprende? Scrubber's getting choked out. Fix it.
Alright, dummy. Thank you so much for hanging out so much. Always appreciate when people come hang out. Have a good chat.
Amir's code injection is like activated charcoal to the tech rot. Makes him puke these hell scrubbers right back up. Great, you lost a scrubber, but that's the least of your problems.
Oh, what the hell? Mother! It's the bloody one that I said. Mmm.
Hell scrubber ready for you.
Oh my wow. Indeed.
Deal with that scrubber buildup. Stat! Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
I mean, if we need it, we need it. It's my money and I need it now. Yeah. Mother blankety blank blank blankety blank blank blank.
Another hell scrubber getting puked up. Although it's only Phew, if it comes out of that tech rot's mouth. That's not a mouth. Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit!
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
It's the one bloody thing.
Hey, can I get...
I said I would be pissed. I said I would have been pissed if it... Like, come on, man. It was right there, and I watched it. I was like, nah, it won't be that fun. But it-
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Drives me nuts when tabloids pick on Packet, man. Just let them be young, you know? Have some fun.
Yeah. That felt good. Right, I was soldering in 45 seconds again. Alright, let me get up and take a break. Like I haven't actually taken a proper break for the entire night because every time I took a quote unquote break, it was just to get up and go see if something was happening.
Oh, sorry. Artists will play with the off.
So yeah, actually took a bit of a break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your
hiccups. So let's see. It's always birthday. Take that boost.
We shall starve the tech rot of vital nutrients by forcing it to create legocyte after legocyte. A fair warning, each beast will be stronger than the last. If you're still game, follow Kalimos. Kalimos will have the legocyte's trail soon. Ensure her safety. Pharaoh glands. Looking saturated with hormones and a sure sign a legocyte is nearby. Kalimos wants a sniff. Kalimos is in pain. She cannot.
I'm trying to help.
Unprotected.
Darn it. Poke, stab, bye.
Faithful Kabat has roused the prey. Bring it down and drain it.
Come on, where are you?
Escape or we'll never find it again, and this mission will be a failure. It's been broken. Harvested.
I have taken another life.
Good, now keep taking more.
It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legasite. Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still. With every Legasite we cut down, a new one instantly emerges. How deep does this go?
Hey, it's a go for.
Select destination.
Alright, so I need to get Scaldra.
Plotting route.
This sector is home to a Scaldra high security cache. If Fervon charges will get you inside, but you gotta be quick. They're rigged to self-destruct.
He's over there, and part of him is over there.
Scaldra on high alert! Your window of opportunity to get into the cache is closing! Find the Fervon charges. I got a message for Scaldra. Povania isn't your town, and their purge squad is all dead. I mean, they will be when you're all done. Keep it up.
Damn, they are appearing often tonight.
feeling the love tonight. Are you?
What's that about singing hangbucks?
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
You gotta love when the kitty procs the sea lessons. I'm coming. At least we got pizza.
Please select destination. Please select destination. Plotting route.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors death.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup that can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bust your
75. But I already killed 20.
Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem. Knock the pus sacks off that scrubber before they sprout ahead.
Come on. Give me all your shields. All your shields are belong to me.
Breathing easier? I wouldn't get used to it. My code is working. Hell Scrubbers primed, tech rot regurgitating. Watch out for Scaldra. They want those Scrubbers back to protect their own bases.
Me? I'd be nothing without these guys.
Holly! 2 years, 7 months, 22 days. Damn.
You're gonna lose that scrubber, bucko. If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions.
Damn, that is some heavy rain that we're getting.
I said shoot the pus off that. Oh, too late. House scrubber coming up near you.
Nope, not mine.
Got a minute to get a health scrubber working.
I need to get out of that sticky situation.
Contamination is off the charts. You need to hustle. Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight anymore. But if you wanted to fight longer, I wouldn't say no.
How many more do I have to kill? I didn't check. Never mind, that answers it. Bye bye.
Are you?
Can you imagine if I extracted just now and then I realized I just needed one more?
To extraction. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 hollers.
But if you're into jocks, there's only one guy here that's your type. It's me.
Game over, man. Game over. Get to extraction.
Could you just die? Ow. Damn it.
You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
The force extraction. Why?
Please select destination.
More killing with abilities. Yay.
Please select destination. Plotting route.
So what you been up to, Ollie?
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
Scourge your supply cache in the area. You get near, it will start ticking. Self-destruct. Need to be quick to get the goods. Yo! Supply cache clock you. A fervent charge or two will melt that lot proper.
You just need one more.
Halfway there. On the job, no quit.
I just need. One more. One more is all we need. Come on. We were so close.
Missed it.
So I have to kill 300 with abilities and I only have 50. $60. I think after this one, we call it. We can try to wrap up fully. So we still have EDA, we still have...
Ain't nobody gonna mess with the Hex now. Not Scaldra, not Tech Rock. You feel me? Now extract yourself.
Who's coming? Give me at least 20. Just give me about 20 kills from him. Can I get the last 10? So I got 100. So next mission, I can just get 200. So just... So once I kill that 200, what do I gotta do here? 20 Eximus. Just me or has the calendars, have the calendars gotten easier? Never mind, I spoke too soon. I mean, I gotta do a tank this week. Alright, 750 tech rod. I mean, 200 enemies. Let me see. I'll do one more mission.
What's a dot .exe?
Damn right, I got room for one. Oh. I'm so mad at myself for not getting this heirloom. Set buttons. Beautiful.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
They call them hell scrubbers? Because if you don't blast the build up fast enough, you don't learn what hell is like.
Give me all your shields.
Scrubber's getting choked out. Fix it.
Halfway there.
Amir's code injection is like activated charcoal to the tech rot. Makes him puke these hell scrubbers with a cup. Oh, hey, welcome to the find out phase.
Ow, ow, ow.
A little close, no?
No.
Serving up another health scrubber.
There we go.
Activate a scrubber, set off some spore X, or get the hell out of there!
Roll. Ah, crap. Thank you. Super for. Dude, we were literally 8 seconds shy. Shoot. It's not your fault. We were literally 8 seconds shy. We can probably try to do it on normal. But we were literally just 8 seconds short.
Today, the patient is Tolvania herself, just choking on tech rot spores and they're spreading. Scaldra built health scrubbers to purge the rot, but those idiot niños couldn't keep them clean. Rot just absorbed them. I'm hoping you're a little better at your job.
It's kind of my fault too. I started to kind of zone out.
Are prone to spore growth. You don't shoot it off and it could become fatal. For the scrubber and you. Comprende? I need you to stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it. to find out fate.
I was about to be like, wait, where's Goku?
These things back, but not even Skuldra's willing to come down here with this rod. Good thing you're not as smart as Skuldra. Now get to work. Hell scrubber getting puked up. Although it's only puke if it comes out of the tech rod's mouth.
There we go.
It's not a mouth. Gurgling, new health scrubber bubbling up. Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. You've hit this mission's minimum threshold. But you didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you?
Let's get out of here.
Situation critical.
I don't care. Shit. Just farming for some former. I should go get some sleep. It's already 5 a.m.
Spore contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
Extract me.
Man, they don't make PPE strong enough to handle what you're breathing in. Extract now.
We may have to come off and get back on extraction. Yeah. Alright. Who's on? Meg's on. Alright, I was gonna say hi to Meg. And I'll catch you guys on later tonight. May do something a little different. I'll let you guys know. But as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, get someone, love y'all. Have a good one. Bye now.